showtime. Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock 100! Welcome back to more of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Blind! Last time, the DL6 incident, as well as the murder of Richard Hammond, his case has finally come to an end. And it was quite the fun ride indeed. But, just another when we thought it was all over, it ain't over yet. And for that, I say, yay! This time, we begin with what might just be the absolute final trial, or I guess a case, that is. The absolute final case in the game of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Oof! That was ominous. Why do you come here to the office every day? To do your job? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? Okay, hello. My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. You're the famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. Ooh. You had to make it worse. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you weren't Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister! Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much! My name's Emma Skye. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Well... might as well get to know him. So we meet Emma Skye, our client. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to a foreign section in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I get you to call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great. Another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said at the trials tomorrow? My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. Has a sister who claims is innocent for a stabbing murder. Great. You haven't had enough of these types of murders as it is. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it! I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. Suppose I will. I promised I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? He claims to have a history with Mia Fey. Wonder why? We'll find out in just a moment, I guess. So you wanted to be an scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If the case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name would be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know? I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. Looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Alright. My sister asked for her specifically. Mia Fey was a few years below her in school. Ah, that makes sense. So she went to the same school as Mia. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia's a woman. Mia... Yeah, I thought it was a little strange when I saw you, too. Well, it's nice to meet you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Uh-oh. Well... Actually... When she gets, like she is now, I'm kind of... hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh. I'm sorry. Well, this hurts. Went to same school as her. Alright. This is getting interesting. Okay. Here we go. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. So this is... Lana Sky? Funny. I should remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. Oh. Chief prosecutor. The district. Interesting. You seem like a bit of a big deal. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters. One a lawyer? Could this be a coincidence? Emma. Lana. I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Alright! I might as well get things out of the way. There's something you should know from the start. Which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect! The suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? Right? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. Time of crime... February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. Mentions that it took place at the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's where Edgeworth works at. The body was found in the trunk of his subordinate's car. Body found it subordinate's car. Fancy. Right. Prosecutor's office, huh? Your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. My. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective. Mentions that the victim is a detective. Death was due to a loss of blood. Stabbed once in the stomach. Death by blood loss. And stab wound. In stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have him found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This in case it gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Great! So you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. By prosecutors. And make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. As That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana, what happened to your hand? A wounded hand? Potentially from a slit somewhere? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her. Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That is probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! You were always this way, weren't you? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana! Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. I must confess to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit it. Doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. And I'm going to find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. So, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. So there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. So we have our new Maya Fey. I have to admit, I actually kind of like this one. I like this one. She seems to be that kind of person that anyone would want to be friends with. Why not? Hello? Underground in a parking lot? Phoenix Assistant Attorney not being a prosecutor coming down here? Excuse me. So this is the law where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, you're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? What do we have here? We got Batman sort of from the boots and the Rams that is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep that doggy tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! Marshall was more like a sheriff to me. Look at Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, and a gold mine is evidence. If you're fixing to mess up with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out of the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along now. Happy trails, baby, now. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sorta. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? It's Detective Marshall. Alright. Whoa! Well, no time to wait. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like we got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. I'm gonna put it like detective slash sheriff. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Yeah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly thing got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides the red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for a biddy anyway. Get yourselves to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you service out you like. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Look up the little saloon in Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, High Prosecutor's office. What's left of a body covered? Yeah. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great! Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Okay. There's this ladder. Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It's scientific in terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. We see a ladder by the doorway. What's this? Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! Oh, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What's she babbling about? Hey! What did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Finds a broken phone. That's unusual. Wait, what's that? That thing in front of the door. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's get scientific about this, please. Let's put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Recovers a wallet. Added as evidence. Oh. I'm called to duty already and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examine evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay. Now, look at the court record. Okay. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Okay. Oh, look. I think we might be a clue there. Let's check it out. Press the exam button. Hello? This is an ID card. Detective Bruce Goodman. Owner is Bruce Goodman. ID number... Might as well. ID number 5842-180. Wait, it's 9. 89, excuse me. It's a little bit different when using this tech I'm using. See? Well, is a scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Means ID added here to the record. Added as evidence. This must be the victim. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Hi! What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello. Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. So we're doing business. This area's off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerby. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to the case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me. You are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? What witness clearly saw me committing the crime? You must be the witness that saw this. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Alright. Meets Angel Star. Witness to the murder. Don't you even go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Sassy. Yes, ma'am. I hope she means it. Okay. This got interesting. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Ugh. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil one who haunt this den of inadequate. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all making black in the name of innocence. Seems to have a hatred for prosecutors. But you know, I can definitely see why. Yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. You! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him into a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties into this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Might have a history with Lana. Wait, no, get balls to the freaking sack! As much as I like her appearance and beauty, don't need to see that again. There we go. Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are hit here. Sell some lunches. Boxes. Fresh from the East. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? Import them. No, only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind of thing you can only tell someone who has tried General Giselle is a trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in a security room here at the prosecutor's office. Has a boyfriend. I wonder who it could be. See the security room over there? The glass walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I'll drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old hooked clams in the chowder. Ugh. What if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past? That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. Let's see here. Anything else that we can examine? I guess I can't look over there, but... Alright! Guess we're heading for the High Prosecutor's office. Whoa! This place be fancy! Holy shit! This is the kind of room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, he must be a real stuck-up jerk. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Yep! I knew it! Even that uniform over there with that fancy ruffled jawbo, that kind of gave it away. This is the lair of Miles Edgeworth. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister was the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! Did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey! Don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red spot car in the parking lot. That would be my car. Excuse me a second. What? Okay, I'm better now. The Mustang belongs to him with the body. Huh? Did you get caught up in another murder again, you idiot? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Who's in the what and the how and the why? So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all the trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise to me, too. To think my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprisingly still, now I'm forced to prove my superior's guilt. You're seriously prosecuting this case? Well, better than the old devil of a Dracula, I guess. So you're prosecuting this case. I can understand. Wait! What did you say? Nana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor of the trial tomorrow. You? Judge Worth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But mentions of rumors of the incident, and even from the one he was found innocent. Some of them even go as far as to present me with toys like this. You think it's funny? Toys. That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Definitely want to look into that. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. Ninja's history with Lana. We worked on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed her with my knife. Oh, come on! What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife and kept it in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Knife added as evidence. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? Ugh. You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Well, of course you didn't do it! I want to take a look at that trophy right there. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. And just the trophy. King of Prosecutors. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for king. Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month or only better. Okay. Added as evidence. I see it back there. My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh, God! Besides it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? Something written on the bottom of this foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Has a bouquet? And a statue of the steel samurai. Back from the dead. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy? Isn't that Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Ah! Hell no! I don't think so. There's a chess set. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. King of him kind of reminds me of you. This must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, that's nothing. Oh, these are all case files. They stacked up into the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Strange. Why didn't I just pitch up Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Wait. Okay, I wonder. You know what? Yeah, let's present him the ID card. I wonder. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, I'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. I want to check something. Let's see here. What does this say? Oh, this is gonna get a little wonky. Let's check this out. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, he spends this weekend here roughening it in the wild? Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I was picturing him as an outdoorsman. That was just a scary thought. Interesting. No prints. So they had to be using a glove for this one. Let's maybe take a look at this. Too out of the ordinary. But why would it be a broken shield? Interesting. Unfortunately, we can't look over there. Wonder. Could you take a look at this? You! Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? Oh, no, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have had to brew the leaves as long as to get rich flavors like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. Knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! I think I'm smelling here is wasted time. Kinda neglected, but... well, that's useless. What the idea? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honey he'd ham to a detective. I always feel like I'm being mocked. Wait a minute. is where the cars leave a lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look like more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of like a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of reality, relatively. What? Ugh. Gotta write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. You know, was Mr. Relatively German? Or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. But you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Well, it worked once for... Oh. For the love of... It worked at one point. Try it again. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling lunch on the Pickle Supreme lunch boxes? Oh, it's really crunchy. Box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. I guess we can't go to the criminal affairs office. Back up here, I guess. I guess we could just show the defense attorney badge. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. I wonder. Do we have anything else we need to talk about? I'm kind of drawing a blank on this one, because I could have sworn that we might have been able to... Talk to him about it. So in other words, you were the best of the best this year, huh? You can take that fortune and grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of my work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. Retrieved it from the police department. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works. Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. Doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Okay. I guess we should talk about the shield. Alright. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort of file out evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Talks about prosecutor pleading. Evidence transferal. I guess they must be transferring evidence that was used in past cases so they can be properly disposed of or something. Wipe your hands off old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and award to outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. Returns at 5:12 p.m. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth take pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I put a little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. I see. Retrieves parking stub. Added as evidence. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. Mere minutes before and afterwards when you got there. So it happened right after you got back. What, Wright? I'd appreciate it if you direct our suspicions clear elsewhere. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth is, anywhere in the premises. I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Who's this bozo? Report. What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation's going at all. Officer Sky, sir? No, sir. Meets officer, okay. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid bellow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of your particulars, and they give me your name! Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins! Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. But sir, I didn't know! Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day that gave out brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir. He caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Okay. Let's go head to the police station. This seems nice. Phew. We're finally here. Why would they put the detectives so far away from the prosecutor's office? That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. It's my first time to the police department, actually. Huh? Hold on. What's that? Disturbing? Why does it indulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. He's a stand of the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. She was running over here fast. Ah, crud. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gunshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey! I'll have you know, I'm a very busy man, pal! I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor hasn't confessed to the crime. She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Things haven't been sensitive lately. Tries to convince us not need to defend. Lana. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Got kicked out of criminal affairs. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guys in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us ranked in file detectives in at all. None of you? This is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing the investigation, pal. Our officer Marshall is assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Charge of the main investigation. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of the crime scene is unheard of, pal. Okay, so we already talked to you. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made it, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery-powered, so it can go anywhere. So you created the Blue Badger. There's no switch, so it just dance until the battery dies. Battery. Powered. Non-stop. Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. We added that as evidence! Crap! Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then hey, you do that? Your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess it wasn't saluting, it was from wiping tears from his eyes. You make a good pair. There's a police car. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea, why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those on your zoo? Okay, I'll admit that's actually kind of funny. Usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Or the usual, excuse me. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even looked human. She has a point. Now that we got the Stubbs card, do you think maybe we might be able to use something? Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that door means anything. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock! Let's see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? I wonder. Record of parking in the prosecutor's lot. Entered lot at 5:12. Interesting. Maybe there was something we forgot to present to the detective. Maybe this? Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Miss Andrews got yesterday! Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal! I got an award for diligence myself! Retrieved an award of diligence. Isn't that supposed to be like a congratulations. I was wondering why it's award a shield. And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. I just forgot. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. If you're not fully taking part in this case, then maybe we could present you the knife. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed in Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have. Someone must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Mr. Edgeworth? What could have happened? Let's find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Here we go. He's in a tough spot again. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth was always had unusual strong ties to the department higher-ups. So it's natural that people would be suspicious. I know he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. He mentions that in rumors of him, Edgeworth, taking the chief. What? But I know truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. But Edward is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. That would explain a few things. Oh, right. There's one other thing that we need to bring up. The ID. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. You think Detective Gumshoe must have dropped his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goldman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Remembers Goodman. Bruce Goodman! He's the victim! You kind of figured that. That's what I thought. Firm's victim. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? You hyperventilate a lot, don't you? So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. In a police station. He helped him with transfer. Evidence transferal for a case 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edwards mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And I'm confessing as much. And that's all I know about that. I'm not official on the case, you know. Thank you. Sky called him to the parking lot. Why aren't you handling this case, Detective Gumshoe? You met the guy who is. And what was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Gives us a letter of introduction. I'm surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just after you're supposed to be there, nobody will look at you twice, pal. You gotta hand it to this guy. Let's see here. There we go. Don't do what I did, because that's creepy. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to get him back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this head pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. It's Angel again. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. Boyfriend in criminal affairs. What happened to the security guard? Are you cheating on someone? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a dog that's a lot that's heard. Chief Marshal. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Talks to Marshal. There's something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who lost their dreams. Me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Oh. Okay. I guess we'll just show you this. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warned you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. You made me investigate. Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog. It's a birthday party or something? Huh. Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Great, Detective Gumshoe. I owe you one. No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Allows us to investigate. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall isn't a detective, he's a patrolman. That reminds me of something. This is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective of hire? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out under the land unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Just how police investigators are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I won't be needing this anymore. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Oh, could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty talkie there right now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Knew that. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he was a witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. See the autopsy. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Mentions in that Sky and Goodman had nothing in common. Okay. Nothing in common. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. No motive. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives until 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. So once a detective until 2 years ago. Oh really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so you can be in charge of a crime scene. Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'll keep an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, you don't realize it yet. Don't you? Kicked out of the investigation. Mentions the Gumshoe was kicked out of the investigation. Well, that sucks. Alright. Might as well get to the obvious. This rope. Is it? Yep, they laid it out on the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Parking lot A block. That area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are regulated to B block. At the end of the day, when I would be able to park my car here, I'll go over the B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Parking lot A. Prosecutors. What's that? This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belongs to the victim. Can't think of anyone else that it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Let's check it out. Inspects victim's cell phone. I'm not even doing this. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. They're hard to come by, you know? Popular as ever with the kids. Let's see here. Oh. Let's just go under a power button. We already just looked at this, didn't we? Am I missing something? Oh. Guess we can look at that. Display's still on the radio button. Redial. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. Right! Still on redial. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I knew about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Goes. Now, I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. Just a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. Hey, that song! I know that! Hey, what's going on over here? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed me down that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belonged to Chief Prosecutor Sky. Never mind. Belongs to Sky. What? It's my sister's! She's apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she was only spoken for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for your partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we had picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Oh, I incented the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman! Added as evidence. Perhaps maybe we should... Wait a minute. Oh, I've seen these things before. They're like elevators for cars. Look like it. Button him. Makes him go down. Alright. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow, none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister... You were... Something between a cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blown through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here. Who? Might be connected to Lana. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable that is until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors that we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow their rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Bambina, it's your sister. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Detective Gumshoe was taking off the case. Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Great! Great. Just great. I wonder. I've seen the door before. Yep. this? Looks like a note of some kind of sorts. Finds a note. Something's written on it. Right, let's see. It says 6-7S December the 2nd? Maybe this is a case file. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does this mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? So, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. There's no added as evidence. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Brings up the cell phone that was ringing. 5:18 p.m. It was Emma's phone. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. See. She hung up almost instantly. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Well, is this all we got? Well, might as well start somewhere. But, nevertheless, we're ending things off right here. Next time, we go to trial and see what we got to do against the ones that are against Lana Skye. See you guys then.